What up, y'all? Welcome in back to the channel, back to Instructions for Humanity. It is your girl, Tahira, Mother of the Ages. I am a supernatural quantum healer, psychic investigator, ascension coach, and all of that good stuff, a spiritual teacher and a spiritual guide. I'm so happy to be here with all of you guys on this very beautiful evening. Today feels really special, guys, and I'm just really, really excited to be here with all of you guys this evening. Guys, go ahead and shout out your state, your city, your country. Shout out, just one of your goals that you have for the end of the year. I like to really get into my goals at the end of the year. Anything I didn't complete, at the top of the year, I get it in the last part of the year. So shout that out, guys. It's going to be a good one. We're digging deep back into the psychic investigation. It's about to get crazy. And, I'm going to tell y'all what's going on with Candace Owens and with Erika, Kirk. And, Usha, she helped us out with that. She did. She helped us out with that, figure out what, in fact, was going on. Because, I always had my suspicions, but, never really was sure until the Usha thing kind of hit the fan. So welcome in, guys. Guys, I need more subscribers. Come on, let's get this to 8,000 subscribers. Like, seriously, I didn't been on YouTube working hard. I'm like 700 and something videos in. At some point, pay me my dues. Like, at some point, guys, you have to support the channel, because this is one of the channels that is really helping us get to the new earth vibration. Because it's fun to do videos like this, and it's fun to, see what the energy leads. But the truth about it is we are home alone, not just here in America, but across the world. These elites have already got their bunkers. They already drained all the money out the system. And all we see is the purge energy. That's all we see. It's kind of literally the die-off happening, right? And so we need to be guided to new earth vibration. I'm one of the channels that will help us do that. So please subscribe to the channel, and please put a like on the video when you come in. Subscribe. Yes, baby, subscribe. Okay, subscribe. All right. Somebody keep track on the sound. I disconnected my mic, so we don't have those problems anymore, because the cord was like, I don't know, causing some issues. But what else do I want to say? We're going to get into this. But what I want to say is this. Oh, let me tell you guys this before we dig into this information. Guys, I'm a conscious channeler. So let me let you understand what's happening when you come to this channel. I do something called conscious channeling, or I call it conversational channeling. So I'm talking to you guys, but I'm literally channeling while I'm talking. So I don't go into trance when I channel. I can channel right from my conscious mind. And so sometimes there's a lot of information coming in and from spirit, and I need to put the pieces together and the words together. There's so much happening. So just bear with me, right? So that's what's going on here on this channel. I'm also literally, I have all of the clairs. So I'm clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, claircognizant, all of the feels, right? My strongest gift is claircognizant, which is a very strong knowing. But my clairvoyant is very strong. My clairsentience is very strong. My clairaudience is very strong. Yeah, all of that. So we're using all of that to pull these messages in. And it's really quite fun, being able to do this. And I'm really, really thankful to God, to the divine, to source for giving me these gifts and abilities, because I was a lot like you guys. I got activated when I went on, I don't know why I was called to fast in 2020. I think because of COVID. I had a brother that passed away from COVID, and I was like, oh, I do not want to get sick. I need to fast. I need to take all these herbs and all of that stuff. And so I literally fasted my way into enlightenment, and I literally became psychic. Yeah, that's my journey. I didn't have to take any psychedelics, ayahuasca trips, or anything like that. I'm not downing those things. I think those things can be very beneficial, but mine was done through just fasting and through spending time literally in soul isolation, having no choice but to just be alone. And the only thing was the source, right? And the energy around me. So it's more than what you guys see when you come in here. You may see me polished, you may see me, doing this and doing that, but baby, trust me, I literally went through it to get to where I am, and I haven't even scratched the surface, right? And greater things shall you do. Okay, guys, welcome in, guys. We're gonna get to why Candace and Erika are, having a little feud, and why, Usha. Now it all makes sense of what this is all about. It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, Charlie's my friend. It ain't got nothing to do with all of that. It's a little bit deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit deeper. So, okay, we're going to get to some shout outs really quickly. And I see you guys here. You guys are from all over the place. I see you. I see you. I see you. Okay, let's get to it. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? Okay, I gotta go back up to the top. Welcome in, Sister Sonia. Welcome in, Sister Gail. Welcome in, Sister Donna. Welcome in, Flowers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your favorite darkness. Welcome in. Welcome in, guys. What's the hold up? I'm so sorry, y'all. So sorry. I'm I do moonlight as a human being sometimes. So, Welcome in, Maryland, Donna, Maryland, PA, Barbara, New York in the house, girl. What up? Yes. Awesome. Hit the like button, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. All right, glad to see you guys are all, feeling good this evening. I'm telling you, today is a good day. I don't know why, but today is a very good day. And I think it's a very good day to really get back into the psychic investigation and see what is going on. See, now we're going to start, talking, and then the conversational channeling will just happen, right? So here's the thing, guys. I don't watch a lot of what's going on out in the news media, right? I catch little clips and shorts here and there, but I do that for a reason, because I want my messages to be authentic, and I want them to be, from me, right? Because I don't want to be influenced, even subconsciously, from another reader or YouTuber. So here's the thing. Clearly, there's something going on between Erika, Kirk, and Candace Owens. And it's not because other people are saying so. It's because literally the psychic investigation had led me there. I just literally did, right before this, a little bit of automatic writing. So you guys know that I do automatic writing, right? And so what that is, it's literally a psychic tool where you can pick up messages just by doodling. You don't know what it is that you're drawing, but it's not until I look back at it that source now starts to uncode what this is. And I am telling you, I was led to divide this paper in half, right? And I felt the energy. I started drawing on this side, the left side, and I didn't know who I was drawing, but midway in, I said, okay, this is Erika's energy, right? And so I finished drawing hers, and then I started on this side, and I said, okay, this is obviously Candace energy. I was feeling a Candace essence, right? So I'm going to go ahead and unscribe this for you guys, but there's a feud between these two, and it's showing up here. They are divided. And I also wanted to say they're mirroring each other, but they're actually not. Something very interesting is happening. And I also think that Erika Kirk is showing up in a Trump field as well. So I don't know what they got going over there at Turning Point USA and over at the White House, right? But, Erika is in there, girl. She's in there, and Candace Owens is not. She's out. So this is what we need to talk about. See, listen, here's the thing, y'all. You can't make this one up. I'm going to point this out to you. Exhibit A, San Diego, what up? Here's the thing. Look at the Erika Kirk side. Look, y'all. It says EK. You can't make it up. Do you guys see that? Please let me know if you put a yes if you see that this is an E. I don't know if it's flipped around when it shows on YouTube, but when I look at it straight on, you can see the E. Boom, boom, E. Boom, boom, E. And look, this looks like a K. Look. Okay, girl, you can't make it up. Erika, she's standing in her big girl panties. She's standing in big girl energy. She is standing in absolute big girl energy. I did not mean to write this. She wrote it. And she's saying, look, this is me. And so, interestingly enough, peep this. Look at this. Does this not look like a C? Do you guys see that? Does this not look like a C? Now, obviously, it's really blocky, but that's probably a message too, that it's a blocky, because there's probably a blockage in Candace Owens' field, right? Yep. And so this is a C. So this could be a C for Candace, but it could also be the C for Charlie boy. And we're going to unscribe all of the rest of this, but these women are literally energetically making themselves known here today. And we're going to really get to what is happening, because a lot of people don't understand that. Here's the thing, and I channeled this a long time ago, but I don't care how many times that Candace Owens says that she is Charlie's sister. That is not true. So just a little bit of backshadowing here. We trace Candace Owens back to being one of the biblical mothers of humanity, of being Rebecca from the Bible, and Charlie Kirk being of the Esau bloodline, which was one of the twins that Candace Owens was pregnant with. Jacob, which would be more like, which later came the house of Israel, and then Esau. This is who she is. So they've been connected way since back when. But however, in this lifetime, Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk had a thing. Oh yeah, they had a thing. And the reason why they couldn't take that thing further is because Candace Owens did not fit the bill, much like Usha. And so I love when these things pop up. So now it gives credence to my original message that I was feeling. Did you see Candace Owens on her wedding? Candace Owens on her wedding, she didn't look happy to be marrying that man. No, because she really wanted to be marrying Charlie. That's what she really wanted to be doing, guys. Candace Owens was enamored by him. Not only that, Candace Owens that was her jam. That was her man. You couldn't tell her nothing. That is why these two are really at odds. It's the underlying thing of what's happening. It's the underlying thing, right? Hold on. And like I said, Erika Kirk was never his wife. She was always a handler. She was always put in place by Trump, by, the Trumpians. She was never going to be anything other than a thorn. Literally never going to be anything less than a thorn. So let me see here. I want to see if I can find some wedding pictures, because I saw one of these wedding pictures and it was kind of sad. It just, I'm sure there's happy pictures, but there was one picture I saw and it just looked like she'd rather be there with Charlie. It really just did. I want to point something out to you guys. Candace's name actually means glowing and queen mother. So I'm pointing this out because it's giving credence to, her being Rebecca from the Bible. So queen mother, Rebecca, it means glowing. It also is like a title, a name that means queen. So, it just goes to show you that we are literally tapped into her energy field, not just Candace Owens' energy field. See, here we look at things on a macro and micro level. We're looking at the Akashic soul of Candace Owens to explain what's going on with these two. We got to look at the totality. So Candace Owens is already in the queen position. Candace Owens was already in that Rebecca, the mother energy, right? And then it also reiterates that Candace means queen mother, shining, right? And it even says that the name Candace goes back to the biblical queen of Ethiopia. And, the Ethiopia, this is where Christianity started first, and, the Ethiopian Bible. So just goes to show you guys, we've been right here. We've been right here on this thing. We've had our fingers just right on the pulse of this thing. And so I think that is important to say. And also, too, I want to bring up something. Remember, I was talking about Erika Kirk's name and how it means eternal ruler, and how she was always going to overpower Charlie. That is the message I was getting. And then there's actually some sort of flower named Erika, and this flower literally attacks the indigenous flowers. So essentially, you have to be very careful how you plant this seed or this flower, Erika, because it literally is a plant that can kill the other indigenous flowers around it, right? So that video is within the Psychic Investigation playlist. You can take a look at that. So I just wanted to point that out, because on one end, we have Candace being in this queen mother energy, right? And on the other end, we have Erika literally being a mutation to the nation, literally being something that wants eternal power. And I'm hearing she wants eternal energy. And literally, you have to be careful the places that you put her, because things start to kill off, if you know what I mean. Remember the Romanian angels? All those little girls were coming up missing and all of this stuff. So what I'm telling you, we're looking into the character, we're looking into the Akashic soul of Erika. And so a lot of her lifetimes, she has been literally used as a plant, and I bring up the meaning of the names because it's just giving credence to everything we've been talking about here. So she is a plant. She was planted into Charlie's life. Candace Owens truly loved Charlie. It was more than brotherhood. She had deep love, deep respect for him, and also she wanted to be with him. And I remember listening to a conversation of Candace Owens talking about when she met her husband, right? And how she was telling, Charlie that, oh, he's going to be, I think this will be good because he will fit in. He, understands me. He will, fight with me. He will literally, I can do this career thing with him by my side. And Charlie Kirk was convinced to pick Erika because she fit the bill. The white, Christian, nationalist, beautiful. And the thing about it is, I think Charlie also, too, wanted to be with Candace Owens. But remember, Charlie Kirk is all about the mental plane. And he understood, and he didn't let his feelings overpower his knowings, right? And so they came up with this plan to literally get partners. And I think they were married within a few years of each other, but this was the true foundation of this relationship. So I just wanted to say that, right? We just needed to put that out here, okay? And so someone says, I totally agree. Yep. They don't scream love. Well, yeah, because there's a lot that has happened. I mean, Candace Owens has got married to her own handler and has had 4 kids with the handler. So, when you get rejected, Candace Owens is no fool as well. This was definitely a decision, and I think Candace Owens was a bit sad when that decision was made. But nevertheless, she understood why that was being made, and it's been years. So, I mean, she's had time to kind of move on and to literally, I guess now, take a sister-brother position, because the other position was off the table. That's what I'm saying. So that's just the first thing I wanted to say. Now, let's dive deep into the psychic investigation, right? So Erika is saying, yep, this is me, baby. She's showing up in full power. This is very interesting. There is a V showing up right underneath her. And wouldn't this not be interesting if this was for Vance, guys? I mean, you can't even make it up. You can't make it up. This is showing up right underneath. So once again, remember, Erika, if you place her in certain environments, what she wants the eternal power. She's even over Vance. She's even over Vance. Here's that X showing up, but it's interesting, guys. Listen. Remember how I kept saying the X was the perversion of the cross? Well, maybe she went to refinement school, because look, she's almost tricked us here. She's almost made the cross straight, almost, where it's like, man, she's such a Christian. She's such a good Christian, right? But if you squint, girl, you can still see that X. And if you guys haven't been here on the channel, guys, get the, please, subscriptions up now, please. Please subscribe to the channel. Come on, guys. I'm only like less than 500 away from 8,000 subscribers. Help me out, please. Like the video, guys. Here's the thing, guys. She must have went to Christian refinement camp real fast, because she's trying to fool us. Look, I'm a good Christian woman, even though my husband's, body is barely code, so to speak, and I'm already about to leech off of this man here. So she has this cross, although if you squint, it's still a little tilted. It's still perverted, but she's trying to at least present as if she is the one for the role. So make no mistake about it. She is fronting or even cloaking. Make no mistake about it. And she's showing up over him. Now, very interesting. If you look on the Candace Owens side, look what we get here. You can't make it up. This almost looks like a V as well, but it's not quite a V. And I need to look at it so I can examine what it is. It looks like a V, but it's kind of wavy, kind of out of balance, kind of out of order, kind of just not working, right? And I don't know if this is pointing out the relationship that Candace Owens has with the Trump administration. I think that's what it's pointing out. Also, too, there's some very obvious things in the field here. So here we get that X again, the perversion of the cross. And it's interesting. If you look at it, it's almost straight. But if you really just look, if you look with your spiritual eye, it is still the X, the perversion of Christianity. Guys, all these people have done for the power and control is to pervert the cross, to pervert the Christ, because they know that we can't say anything. Once they say in the name of Jesus, and once they give out the Bible verse, and once they say I'm a Christian or a Catholic, we can't say anything about what they're doing. They are using the cross to literally do all of their work and to even siphon from us, right? This is big picture, right? I'm not talking about her as an individual, but big picture. This is what's happening with all of the elites. And that's no different showing up in Candace Owens' field here. And now we have another infliction over here. And I don't know what that is yet, but what we're looking at is the relationship between Erika, Kirk, and Candace Owens. There was a point in time where Candace Owens was in with Trump, and people even wanted her to run with Trump. But what we see here in the energy field, it is obvious Erika is in. And Erika is at the top standing strong. She's still standing in the Kirk energy, because remember, Vance was brought in to be Kirk 2.0. This is why he's going on a college tour with Erika, right? And without his wife, And so she's in. This V is showing up straight. Candace is out. Candace Owens started to backpedal with Trump, the Trump support. And this is where she is with the administration. She's kind of still right, but she doesn't agree with everything that they do. So it's showing up very, kind of mutated in her field. And there's a blockage between Trump's office, Vance's office and Candace Owens. She's being blocked, and she's being blocked spiritually. She's being blocked. And the reason why I know that is right here. So remember what I always say, I like to divide the page. The upper part is more so where the eyes are. Imagine this, we get a title over her head, her forehead, and imagine this would be her eye area. Well, you guys know this would be more right by here. There's nothing here in her field on the right, but interestingly enough, there's a lot of swirly energy happening on the left. The left is always where we were finding the attachment at, not just for Candace Owens, but for Erika, for Trump, and for Charlie. And attachment, what do I mean? If you're new to the channel, I remove entities for a living. And so what that could be is, grays, reptilians, parasitic energies, just negative energy, demonic energies, sometimes even, believe it or not, sometimes even angelic energies. And they won't be necessarily angelic, but they'll cloak like that. Because sometimes I'll find people who their spirit guides are not actually who they think that they are. They're actually, people that are attached to them, right? So here's the thing. This is still the attachment energy showing up on the left eye. But simultaneously, Spirit is telling me she's also, too, being blocked from the office of Trump and Vance. Erika's all the way in. Candace Owens is blocked. See how her C for Candace is showing up blocky? That's also a message. She's blocked, and she's blocked here. And she's blocked here. Still somewhat part of the Masonic order, still somewhat part of, because the Masons and all of the secret societies, so to speak, they all are perverting the cross. They're still underneath this energy, but they're still different, right? So she doesn't agree all the way with it, although when we zone out, they would still be part of this kind of, secret society brotherhood energy, right? Is that making sense for you guys? That making sense? Okay. So I'm going to read a little bit. So Buffalo Wild Wings says the V could be the thorn. Hold on, let me back up. Oh, where'd it go? B could be the thorn. The V could be the thorn in her side, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. It could be. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to read a little bit more comments, and then we're going to dissect all of the rest. These two are competing, but energetically, Candace Owens is losing because she doesn't have the power of this behind her anymore. What was once clear and free for her, being part of the Trump camp, has now become a blockage. Or a thorn, right? It's now a problem that needs to be solved. And we're going to dig deep into that. Guys, please help me get to 8,000 subscribers. Please, guys, subscribe to the channel. I'm only about 500 away. And like the video. Oh, and guys, if you want to book a free phone consultation with me, just email me your number, and I will give you a call and give you a free phone consultation. I've had a lot of you guys coming in for your sessions, and so I do have some links down below, discounted to the end of the week. So I just wanted to say that because sometimes I tend to forget. So now let's go ahead, guys, and get the rest of this looked at. Whew. Interesting. There's some very interesting things showing up in Candace Owens' field. She's being played with, and I'm going to just read this, and then I'm going to show you guys really quickly. Candace Owens is being played with. I'm getting the fraction sign. So the fraction sign here. So this is Candace field. Look at this sign here. When you get ready to do a fraction, right? And look. But the fraction makes me think of a fracture. She's being fractured. I wouldn't be surprised if Candace Owens is being sent attacks. She may be having nightmares or just not sleeping well, paranoia. That's what I'm picking up. Whatever this blockage is, it's not just a blockage. It feels like spell work. Because remember, Erika Kirk is attached to like a wizard witch. We've already, said that videos back. She's one with it, and she's one with the reptilian that they're all attached to. She is in a literally like a grand wizard witchy energy. I'm telling you, this is affecting Candace Owens. There is, I don't want to say spell work, but it feels like the blockages are impeding her life. And I'm getting her sleeping patterns and possibly even her heart rate as well. Paranoia and all of that. Because here, she's being divided, but she's being fractured. I'm getting that so clearly. She's torn. She's torn between family, she's torn between work, and she's torn between her own sense of righteousness, doing the right thing. She's torn and she's divided. And I think that whoever's doing this wants her to be torn and wants her to be divided, because it's the divide and conquer, right? And so what you have to know about what the elites have always done, when there's no more people, like for instance, you clear out all of the poor people and, attack all the immigrants and whatever, eventually they turn on themselves. This has been shown in so many different societies. They just want money, power, control at any expense. And when they fought everyone that is othered, then they turn on themselves. This is what we are seeing with Candace Owens. They have literally turned on her. And the fracture is for them to divide and conquer. And then there's that X showing up, the perversion of the cross here once again. And then there's some very interesting things going on here. Let me take a look at it. Her heart is being attacked. Candace Owens' heart is being attacked. Let me divide this up. Head, eyes, heart, body. Yep. Candace Owens' heart is being attacked. And remember I said she's tussling between doing the right thing. This is her heart energy. This will be where her heart is, center of the page here. And it has that X there, which of course the perversion of the cross, but it also represents, hey, have I gone too far to the right? Have I done the right thing? She's wrestling between what to do internally. And as we look at Erika Kirk's heart, well, it's just an icebox where her heart used to be, girl. No, there ain't no heart there. It's just an empty circle. That's it. And though this is why Erika can do this work, even though she's a bad actor. This is why she can do this work, because she has emptied this thing out long time ago. A long time ago, right? So I want to point that out. And now let me take a look at some other things happening in their field. So interesting. Earring. Guys, everything is a message to me. Everything's a message. When you guys start to do this work, if you start to do this work, everything's a message. And in fact, Source is always giving us messages. It's just that we don't understand that we are receiving a message. Why did my earring just come off? You know why that is? So back in the day, jewelry used to be a form of slavery. Jewelry used to, probably still is, girl. Maybe we shouldn't be wearing it. Jewelry was a form of like you being owned, right, by your master. And as I'm taking a look at Candace Owens, right, and this falls off the right ear. So it's like still that wrestling between what is good for her and what is not, right? And then the earring coming off. So that could be her wanting to free herself from the Masonic order, from her masters. I think Candace Owens may want to get out of this. She may not know a way out. And I'm almost wondering if her way out I'm not saying it will be like Charlie or end up like Charlie's, but once you really take the bait, once you're really bought and paid for, Can you get out with just saying, I don't want to play this game anymore? Or is there a price to pay to actually in your Masonic contract? Is kind of what I'm getting. She doesn't want to be branded anymore. There's a lot of soul growth that I'm seeing. Now I'm explaining to you from a collective and an Akashic, as we started to look into Candace Owens' soul, Akashic soul body, rather, for quite some time. And the growth is this, because remember, when Candace Owens was Rebecca from the Bible, when she was in that energy, she was all about what she could take, what she could get. So this was one of the very, very first automatic drawings I did on Candace Owens. And what you have to understand here, if you look, this looks just like Candace Owens' face. She has a more pointy, protruded jaw, kind of like a flatter forehead and a flatter nose. This looks like Candace. And I was picking up on ancestral energy, but it does look like a lot like Candace. Candace Owens' true self is blocked out. She's coming into the gnosis, the knowledge, the understanding that, hey, maybe it's time to bring this girl back online. Maybe it's not about keeping Esau and Jacob in the womb. Because remember, was given that energy of that she helped Jacob to fool Esau because she felt that she could easily more control Jacob. So that she wanted Jacob to have the birthright so that she could have more control over it. So her soul kind of came in with a little bit of like greed and still money, power, control. And it's interesting that we see Erika in this energy now, money, power, control, and we see the two of them at odds. It's because, this is really a karmic mirror. These two are looking at themselves in the karmic mirror. And Candace Owens is having her come to Jesus moment. And what she's saying is, I think that I can see, because she couldn't see this within her. But when someone else came that blatantly showed her her own ways. So in a way, Charlie getting with Erika, when we look at the Akashic soul body will present examples and will even give your ex a relationship that will mirror you so that you can learn. And this is what I see happening so clearly within her Akashic frame. I'm getting the Akashic frame, kind of the building blocks of, her soul escape, her soul plan. And so Erika Kirk was always going to show up. I've called this before. I said Erika was always going to be with Charlie, and she was always going to be bigger than him because of the vibration of Erika, right? And also, too, Candace Owens has called this forth, and she's saying, dang, look at this mirror. I think now that I can see it, and it's standing in front of me, and we just went through this dramatic event together, with what happened with Charlie, that Candace Owens is really wrestling with letting go of the bondage, getting out of these contracts and stop just going into lifetimes wanting to take stuff. And I get it, because the name Candace is queen. The name Candace, I'm sure this traces all the way back to ancient Kush. Ancient Kush is, current day Egypt. So this is where Candace Owens' soul goes back to, right? It starts to originate from these places. And so she was always used to having. Candace Owens was always going to be in a position in this life to have money, power, and wealth and control in some regard. But her soul is having that mirror. She's looking at Erika. Erika's her mirror, and she's saying, I don't think I want to do this no more. I think I might enter relationships because I love the person now, not so much so of what I can get from them. This is what her soul is learning. And so sometimes, guys, and it's interesting because this has been the theme of the week, right? Not just, within like some friends that I was talking to, but also some clients, where clients and my girlfriend, right? My best friend, shout out to her. So we're really seeing these relationships mirror like a part of you that you couldn't see. And this is literally what is happening. Candace Owens and is Erika Kirk is Candace Owens' karmic mirror. And I don't think she would have seen this had Erika Kirk not come in the flesh and had not literally been with Charlie, because how they are connected is through Charlie. Because Candace and Charlie has the soul residue together, or the soul ties together. So it came through Charlie, but Charlie was, remember I said Charlie was a gateway? But Charlie was only the gateway for Candace Owens to get to look at herself in the karmic mirror, which is Erika Kirk, right? Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. I know, guys, at the same time as I am psychic investigating, I'm also teaching. I'm a spiritual teacher first. I can't help but to do this, because if you're going to be here, I want you to learn, because at the end of the day, like I said, we're home alone. We're going to have to know this, how to decode this, how to come into our spiritual essence, right? And so just know all of this will be going into your subconscious, right? You are learning slowly but surely, right? So I want to point that out. So we're going to see a massive shift from Candace Owens in the next months or years to come. And it's interesting with her husband. I'm getting a break within that, but I'm not sure we'll ever see it. I'm not even sure if these two are really together. Does it feel like that to you guys? Does it feel like they're together? That just came out. Like sometimes I'm like, that just hit, that vibration just came out. Like, it's interesting. So where's Waldo? Where's he at? It's very interesting. So there's something serious. There's something up with that husband. I'm telling you, we haven't even gotten there yet. He's being cloaked something serious. There's something up with that husband. And you know me, I wait until the energy shifts. The energy will present him just like it's presented JD Vance, right? But there's something up with that husband, right? Someone says not at all. I'm so sorry. Yeah, absolutely does not seem real. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me go ahead and examine what else is happening. So guys, if you don't understand that, I know it's a lot to understand. If you have not been following the videos, it might be a little hard to understand. But the thing about it is, what we're looking at is soul lessons. This is the end of an age. That's why these energies are so massive and it's so hard. That's why the karmic mirror is out. There's instant karma in this season. And sometimes we will enter lifetimes with people solely for the purpose of looking into the karmic mirror, looking into the eyes. Some people don't learn by just other people's mistakes. Some people have to experience it, and then some people have to see it happening. Because sometimes it's easy for you to give someone else advice when you see it, but sometimes you can't actually diagnose yourself and what's wrong. That's what I'm saying. Candace Owens needed Erika in the flesh, and Charlie was the gateway, because she's connected to Charlie through, their past lives. So now Charlie being the gateway allowed Candace Owens to see the part of herself in Erika that she wants to refine, is what I'm saying. What we're seeing with Erika Kirk, Candace Owens used to be this way, is what I'm saying, within her soul body. So this could be another past life. It spans multiple past lives, but she's learning because she's now looking and she's like, oh, I can see a little bit of myself in Erika Kirk. And this is the part of myself that I think I better change. This is what I'm saying. Okay. So she's his beard. There's something interesting happening in Candace Owens' stomach area, lower, it almost feels like her hips. And, you know, this is given attachment energy, because sometimes these entities reinforce themselves in some of the lower chakras and sometimes the hips as well. But it's interesting that both of her hips are anchored down. So what I'm telling you guys, these people are doing spell work on her. And remember I said that Erika Kirk was applying the everyday spell work to Charlie? It feels as if there's some sort of spell work happening, but it's light, but it's consistent, right? And so this is Candace Owens' side. Her energy, she's blocked. Some of her eyes are blocked. She's blocked out of the Vance Trump, presidency. She lost favor. She's fractured. This is some spell work, fracturing here, affecting the heart, right? But through the fracture, she's like, dang, I better clean some stuff up. I may want to get out of this Masonic order. I may just want to live my life. Now, from the heart, we get down here. This is what I'm talking about. These two things are attached to her lower chakras. Feels like the hip, could be some of the lower two chakras, but it feels very much like the sides of her. Even the things that are conjoined, the socket, the hip socket, the pelvic area. Something's going on her pelvic. So clear. Her pelvic area is being inverted. If we were to pull these two lines in and I don't know how, it feels like this is the pelvic bone that has either spread or someone has done something to it. Either there's an attachment there affecting her being able to give birth, or there's an attachment there to siphon from her, or there's an attachment there to anchor her down, utilizing some of her sensuality, energy. Or there's someone stopping. And I'm not saying this is what's happening with Candace Owens, but this has happened to people before that I've seen in sessions where you have an entity, particularly Greys do this, where they will want to make hybridized children with certain people, and they will hook into some of those lower chakras, and they'll literally extract eggs, right? And they will breed their hybrid children. I'm not saying that's what's happening with Candace, but what I'm saying is someone's tinkering around with this area. It's not the way it used to be. Something has changed. I'm not sure if she had difficulty in her last pregnancy. Something has changed here. It feels as if it's not working properly, or someone is pulling the pelvic bones down. Something there. Okay, that's just. I'm gonna get off of that. I just wanted to point that out because it was showing up. Okay, so. There's something very interesting happening in Candace Owens' right leg area. I'm not sure what that is yet, so I won't speak on it. I think their attachment. I think I can see where the attachment is. Yeah, it is. It is like my hand started to go like this, right? I don't know why. There's something pulling her down, right? Yanking her down, anchoring her down. And that's not far-fetched because remember, she was showing up in Charlie Kirk's field, and Charlie Kirk's feet was being anchored down. She was also being anchored down at some point. Yanked. I'm getting yanked. So this would kind of be the right side, and there's this Y here. I don't know. It's like this is an infliction. Something's happening on the right leg. but you see, something is attached. Something's attached. And then if you guys, these are her feet. This is under her feet. There's something rooting her here. And I want you to pay attention to what demonic language looks like. So when I do the automatic writing, I can see when there are demonic languages around, right? And I'm going to show you guys, it's not as demonic as some languages, but this is a demonic language. This is an entity. This is, in fact, this is an entity. And this feels contrived. This feels like spell work now. It feels a bit different from the original attachment. It feels like she's being blocked off and cut off from her sight and kicked out of the Republican Party and divided here, fractioned and fractured, and deciding which way to go, and literally inverted pelvic area. Something is happening here. And then boom, anchoring her down, yanking her down. And this is the energy that I find. This is a language. It may not look like it to you, but that is my sign for language. And I'm going to cover this up because this was from a client, but I'm going to show a little bit of how I know that. You see that? Wait, you see this? This is demonic language. That's what I always get. They're little light lines. They're lighter lines, and they kind of just give the vibe of a demonic language. So I don't know if you guys will understand that, but I know what it is that I'm seeing. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Erika's feet as well. Let me examine this. So when we look at Erika's feet, it's interesting. So this is Candace Owens, blocking feet, right? She's also being blocked from Charlie as well, which kind of sucks because that was her original love. Even though it's more platonic now, but I'm just saying yeah. So this is Candace Owens, but this is interesting. Candace Owens is more being yanked down, anchored down by this, whatever demonic energy this is. But Erika, this is Erika. See? E-K. Vance. She's more gaining energy. Do you see how I'm telling you, it's like Erika is the one doing the spell work. She's gaining energy. See the arrows coming up. So imagine this demonic energy here, then it's funneling up to Erika. See? And Erika is gaining. You see these? These are like little Wi-Fi, it's like the energy is coming up here, some energy is coming down here, energy is going up here. She's siphoning energy from Candace Owens. I'm getting that. Okay, source is saying she's cycling energy from Candace Owens. She's cycling her energy. So this is like massive spell work. It's like being in a washing machine. She's taking Candace Owens' energy and going like this. It's like when you run the cycle of laundry, you run the cycle. This is what's happening. Candace Owens is literally getting spell work done. This woman is taking her energy, and source is saying she's cycling her energy. Candace is anchored down. Here's the demonic force coming up through the lower feet of Erika, giving Erika more energy. And she's cycling. See those cycles? Remember I said, look, 1 2, 3. Remember I said Candace Owens is fractured into 3? She's doing it. Erika. All Candace Owens' energy is being brought down, cut off from the heart, cut off from Trump Nim, cut off from Charlie, cut off from herself. Reproductive being, something's going on there. Clouded energy here. A bunch of energy, anchoring her, yanking her down. This is the demonic voice of whatever entity, but baby, it's flowing right up to Erika, and Erika is using this stuff for fuel. And cycling Candace Owens' energy. That's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. Yeah. It's wild when Source does this, because I don't know what I'm going to come on here and say. I'm just doing the message live. I just doodled for like 30 seconds, and then I just press go live, and we'll see what happens. I didn't know this would show up. I really didn't know. But Erika Kirk is in position to win it. She's literally standing in full power and full authority. She's pretending to be the perfect Christian woman. She has Vance. He's showing up all ready to become a Kirk. She's on top. She's leading him. He ain't leading her. She's leading him. And there's a lot of shut down energy. Candace Owens is not doing well. Candace Owens is strong, but she presents strong. Candace Owens has a heart, and her heart, I can feel it now. It's in the bottom of her stomach. Candace Owens knows more than what she's putting on. She knows something. Her heart is in the bottom of her stomach, and this is why she cannot carry this lie, this persuasion up here. She can't carry it any longer. She's not. She can't just say it. She's bought and paid for too, in a lot of ways. Not as deep as Charlie, but nevertheless. But I could feel her, it's like her heart dropped in the pit of her stomach. She knows something. Something that she wished that she didn't know. This is crazy. This is crazy. Poor Candace. Remember, this was when she was feeling really down about Charlie Kirk. That's still E for Erika. That's still an E, hovering over her head. I'm telling you, this woman has been doing spell work on Candace Owens. And it's crazy that it took us this long to we've been saying it, but now that I can look at this message and look back at this, Candace really is grieving. Some people think that she's acting on the grieving. No, she really is, but she's acting in a different way where she also has to play a role. You don't get almost 6 million people following you without being, someone's mouthpiece as well. So she's doing what she can do, but in truth, she's also part of the system. She's trying to figure out how to get herself out unbound by the system too. And also probably too, she's been hearing things in her ear too. So thank you, Sword. She's been hearing messages. She's been hearing whispers. She's hearing angelic whispers. And I think some people think she's going crazy. Candace, you're not going crazy. You are awakening. But you need to know there's a lot of fake voices too. Because once you have an opening, right? Once you have an ear to hear, there's going to be other things trying to talk to you as well. You need to understand what is your energy, what is angelic energy, what is cloaking energy, what is entity energy, what is Erika witchcraft energy. You need to understand that. but her clear audience is coming online and she is hearing as well. Okay? But this is so sad because Erika was always above her doing spell work. This is Candace Owens. Look, she got like lizard-like wings. Imagine these like wings, but this is the game she was playing with Erika. This is her head. Remember, she's divided into three. Remember I said this is people's thoughts, her thoughts, and the thought of others or something. There's that divided into three once again showing up. It's just another confirmation, right? Her head is kind of down. There's her back. She's sitting on her bum, feet down and anchored. Remember I said there's something coming in to anchor her feet. Well, that something is here now. That something now is this big cloud of energy yanking her foot down and literally like putting energetic boulders on her feet. So I'm telling you, this has been Erika Kirk the whole time. I don't know if Candace Owens knows this. I just wish people would just stop. It's just like, it's getting exhausting. People doing the witchcraft and spell work, and it's getting exhausting. What more do you want, Erika? Oh, I forgot. Remember, Erika means eternal power, eternal ruler. That's what she wants. And you know, guys, what I find very interesting, I looked up the meaning of J.D. Vance. So his first name is James. Do you know that James also means supplanter? Remember I was saying that Candace Owens had Jacob and Esau in the womb, right? Well, Jacob, those are the two babies in her womb, being Rebecca, these being Jacob and Esau, right? These are the bloodlines of humanity. So Jacob also means supplanter. Vance's name, his first name, James, means supplanter. So now I'm starting to think maybe it's not just the George Floyd representing this. Maybe the reason why Vance has actually entered into my sphere of awareness is because maybe J.D. Vance is holding some Jacob codes. Okay? And this may explain why he has an ethnic wife. Because if you know anything about the Jacob, would be more of representing the black race, right? Or the melanated races, right? And the Esau would be more representing the white race, which Charlie holds massive codes into that. But it makes sense of why he has an ethnic wife, because he's also holding codes into Jacob, which is Israel, right? And Israel, as we know, are the scattered people all around the world. A lot of these people were taken in the slave trade, went to the Caribbean, went to America, went to South America, right? And also people that are still, have indigenous, pockets of their ethnic group surviving throughout different parts of the world, right? Including Africa as well. So it's interesting that he means supplanter. So a supplanter, guys, I'm going to read this to you. This is getting interesting. I might need to do a part 2. So here's the thing. Supplanter, to supersede and replace, to supplant. This is what James means. This is what J.D. Vance means. So he's in the energy of supplanter. You remember when Jacob came? Hold on, we're about to tear this thing down. Hold on. We're about to see. I love it. We have to tear this thing down. So remember when something was happening when Jacob was being born. Jacob held on to Esau's foot because he didn't want him to get born first, right? Because he would get the birthrights. So it's interesting that J.D. Vance name means supplanter, which Jacob also means supplanter. And so when you supplant, it's like you want to supersede, you want to replace, hence holding Esau on the, on his leg or on his foot. Well, what is JD Vance wanting to do? He's literally wanting to be president. He's wanting to replace, right, Trump, but he's also wanting to replace his wife too, right? And his supplanter, supersede, and to replace. Well, Erika Kirk is a eternal ruler. So how's that going to work? Remember that Erika traces back to a species of a flower or a plant. Can't remember which one, but literally you can't grow this Erika plant or flower in with the original indigenous plants because it will attack the indigenous plants and make them die off. So this is a very interesting dynamic. If these two ever were to get together, there would be war and friction in this house because she is eternal ruler. She literally can kill the things around her that have been there for a long time. But at the same time, the James energy, the JD Vance, wants to literally remove and to insert itself there as well. These two feel like they have a karmic thing as well. Because remember the example I gave. Remember I also said not only was Charlie a gateway, but remember I was channeling gateway for JD as well. And I almost thought in his field I was getting 92. And I thought, okay, maybe he graduated in 1992. But girl, they claiming he's 41. But, that's a story for another day. But so now that I think about it, the 92 was 9 plus 2 is 11. And 11 is also the gateway. So he's a gateway as well. And Charlie was the gateway for Candace Owens to be connected to Erika so that she can look in the karmic mirror. Now we have JD Vance still being connected through Charlie to look at Erika, the karmic mirror. I wonder who Erika was because we got Esau and Jacob and Rebecca. These are literally the foundation of literally humanity. And guys, don't worry about the skin color because we get different earth suits every time we get recycled. Okay. So just because someone is showing up white does not mean that they didn't have a black bodysuit on, in some of their past lives. So you got to get out of that to really, gain the full scope of these things. Right. So I'm just saying, I'm wondering who the heck is Erika Kirk? This is the question. Spirit is really, really wanting me to ask that. Who is Erika? Because if Erika is everyone's karmic mirror, baby, she just may be karma itself. I'm wondering who she is biblically. We're going to find that out. Eventually, we will find that out because everyone she's literally controlling everyone. You see what I mean? She's controlling everyone. And if this woman gets near the office, which she already has, because Turning Point USA literally is under government control, it will be the same energy. Eternal rule. And then if JD Vance, if somehow they end up either together or running on the same ticket, it will be hell to pay for us. We get an eternal ruler. We thought Trump was a dictator, right? No, Erika's worse. It's in her code. I'm telling you, she's some high-level deity. Her soul, I'm telling you. There's something with this woman that we have to find out who the heck she is. Because why is everyone coming into this lifetime, in this final end of the age season, to look at her in the eye? Who is she? Who is she? What was she? It's, you know what it's giving? Like, when people used to work, people used to worship like pagan gods and deities and stuff, what they used to say back in the day. It's given that she was something like that. Because it feels like, why is everyone coming into this lifetime and bowing down to her? This is what I'm telling you. I don't have the answers to that yet, but we're going to build on top of that, right? We're going to build on top of that. But we got the supplanter and we got eternal gold. We got Erika being the plant that literally the indigenous plants can't grow. I'm telling you, if this woman gets near this office, it will be held to pay for the indigenous, and I'm hearing species. This transcends people. I'm talking about anything indigenous. I mean, she will kill it all. And this is energy talking. This is not me. I have nothing against Erika, nothing against Candace, nothing against anyone. I love everyone because I love humanity as a whole. I am looking at energy. I'm telling you, if she gets near this office, she will kill all the indigenous species. It will literally be that new world we kept talking about, digital matrix 2.0, AI societies and all of that. She will be with for all of that. She will not be for anything natural, anything on the land, anything indigenous, any food like original plants that can heal you. She will take it all away. That's her energy. She will take that all away. And JD Vance will be fighting her over the money, power, and control, because he's still in that Jacob vibration. He's still hanging on to the hill of Esau. And remember I said Erika Kirk was turning, almost giving creepy, like she was morphing into Charlie, doing her best to be a caricature of, what he was. He will be hanging onto the hill because through Erika Kirk, he's really looking at Charlie. Do you see the cycles? Do you see how fluid this is in past lives? So what I'm giving you guys is a past life reading on their soul as well. And there's more than one, okay, Esau. There's more than one, of course, Rebecca interviewed. There's more than one, okay, of the Jacob archetypes, because there's only a certain amount of prototypes. And then we get a bunch of different prototypes, and then let's say, 1 million people get that prototype. 2 billion people get this prototype. That's how the codes work, So this is interesting. So it's either Esau, because everyone's still connected through Esau. And that would make sense because Esau was the firstborn. That would make sense. But Erika Kirk is a karmic mirror for Vance and for Candace. And in some regards for Charlie too. Okay? So it's all interesting, guys. So we'll have to build on top of that. All right. Enter in the chat. Guys, come on. Get me to 8,000 subscribers. Come on. Source did a big one. Come on. I stepped up in here with the scrabbles. And then we got all of this from this. Come on now. That is pretty supernatural. Please subscribe to the channel. That is supernatural. Okay. Source did a big one. And like the video, guys. If you want to book a session with me, there's some discount links below. You can also email me your number if you want a free phone consultation. If you have an entity or you want, one of these, readings, spiritual diagnosis. See what is happening in your field. Ooh, someone said Erika Lilith. Ooh. Someone said Erika Lilith. Wow. You guys are, see now you guys are putting the codes together. Can't wait to find out who she is. I can't wait. I'm like salivating. Who is this Erika that everyone is coming? And girl, it feels like she's something. It feels like she is something, right? True Hunger Games. If that's what's happening, nationalism be like modern day animal for real. Yes, it is. It's one thing to hear someone is evil, but how much destruction she could do is unfathomable. Yes, Bubble and Wowings. I'm telling you, when I said every indigenous species, Source says species, not people, is given like shut the old world down and new world, new AI world. Let's go. That's what it's given. And JD has dangerous with Phil in his pocket. Oh, okay. She's a Nephilim. You know, she might be. I'm telling you, I see her on some sort of altar, like dark altar. Like she's a massive energy. It doesn't feel all the way human, but she has a throne, but it's like a throne of darkness. I'm kind of seeing this. I don't want to speak too soon because I haven't checked it, but it feels like she's something. And maybe in a way they owe her something, because maybe they were working with her in a past life. Maybe they had to literally detach themselves get unenslaved by her, by the contract. They may be in contract with. I think they have a soul contract with Erika. I think they may have, not that they owe Erika, but it feels as if there was a bad deal made between these souls, a dark deal. And it was like a manipulation soul contract where they owe her through that, right? That's what I'm saying. And I think in this lifetime, people came to like get out of it. Charlie, I believe Charlie got out of it one way or the other, or at least now he definitely knows. Candace Owens is unraveling. She's seeing it. She's feeling it. She's experiencing it. JD Vance will find out soon enough. This is the Erika show. Erika is EK. She's on top of him. She's also siphoning his energy to make herself more powerful. I'm just saying. Yes. Okay. Let's put this up. Guys, so there's a prayer that someone posted. Let's go ahead and read this for Candace Owens. Nathalie posted this. So, Father, as I stand before your heavenly court, I ask for your justice and protection upon Candace. Nullify any spiritual control set against her by your divine authority. Surround her with your light and your peace and your heavenly host of angels. And so it is. That was very, very beautiful. Let's do a prayer right now for Candace Owens. And I'm going to do a little bit of light language here. And we thank you so much, Source God, for this divine meeting of the spirit minds, that we can actually show up here and you can actually show us what we need to know, because these are soul archetypes, not just for all of the players here that we see, but it's for us to learn about our soul, for us to grow, for us to release the things that are no longer serving us, and to release all of the soul contracts that we've entered knowingly or unknowingly. I ask that each and every one of us, in addition to Candace Owens, that we can release the beast, I'm hearing, release the soul contracts that no longer serve your plan, your highest divine guidance and light. And I'm hearing we were tricked. Humanity as a whole, we got tricked, through this money, power, and control. We were tricked to partake in these soul contracts, or we couldn't eat, or our children couldn't get fed. It was always something like that, of them using the pains of the body to literally get us to play their game. But Source, we ask that you provide, you be our source, you be our sustenance, and that we can turn away from the systems of control, their wicked systems, and that you dismantle every wicked altar, every evil eye, every wicked law, everything unlawful that is not of the highest vibration of the Christ consciousness, of the Christ light, that you dismantle it and you protect our children, our elderly, and even protect the people that they are literally trying to literally X out of this country. Because a lot of this, see, I'm getting some of these, like, oh my God, some of the reasons why they are the ICE raid is because of the indigenous thing. I am telling you, this indigenous energy of wanting to upsert that is already starting. They don't want us all activating a lot of the indigenous people, because we activate. This is how the Jacob comes back. When the Jacob is grasping at the heel of Esau, simply because it doesn't even understand that it is Israel. Once it understands its full power and comes back into the understanding of that, it will no longer need to be a supplanter to take. It can just release and to stand in what it is. I'm telling you, this is why they're doing the ice raids too. I'm telling you, they are trying tooth and nail to get Esau, not to get Esau, but to get Jacob, which are all the houses of Israel, from conjoining together, from literally expanding together for activating. It's really because our DNA, they need to keep us separate, because our DNA will activate each other, and they have to keep these divisive things going on and these divisive campaigns going on online too. I'm getting that very clearly, and we ask. Mingara shata bandiri kingara leramban. Ingara takara shingara. Ingara lereka bandiriti. Ingara hane karika. The spell is this Inga. That's part of that demonic language that I'm picking up underneath the heels of Candace Owens. See, this is I'm channeling all of this thing. It's so amazing. Thank you for this divine, guys. This is a divine prayer. Thank you for sparking something inside of me. See, this demonic Inga is the energy that is on the tail of Candace Owens' feet. That's what that is. That's the spell work. Inga. If we were to trace that back, that comes from some Giddish. What's Giddish? Some sort of Giddish, something Giddish. I'm pulling this up within Erika's code. Something Giddish is the part of Erika that is doing the spell work. Some sort of Giddish, dark worker, root worker of some sort. And we present this before you. We present this before you, Source God, Divine, Yeshua HaMashiach. We present this before you. This energy, this demonic voice in her ear, this demonic rhythm in her heart, dividing her, making her question herself. It wants to eat her from the inside out, and it wants to take away her mind. And there is that supplanter energy at the heels of her feet. So with that J.D. Vance energy, and maybe energetically, this is why Candace Owens started to step away energetically from the Trump camp. Because I'm telling you, this supplanter spirit is now at the heels. It's no longer at the heels of literally Esau. It's now at the heels of Candace Owens. And what did I say? Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk were sharing a field. She energetically moved into the Charlie Kirk energy field because of their relationship together. So that made Candace Owens a vibrational match to the supplanter energy, holding onto her heel, anchoring her down. And we ask that Source remove this right now in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Bamburana kara, hingara kambarata, lambane kerande, karande rande shinderamba, hamburutuna, hambaraka, hambareke, hambaraha, hamburutu, handirika, nereka, handi, shinerete, mandirete, handiete, hingara haramba, nekere, hingara shinka, bandirita, bandireke. Bandire cambora tingara shande mingara shinda umra hambara tingara oda ta bandire tambarete karas nere bakina mingara wet give her back her eyes to see. one that is connected to your divine thought, your highest vibration. Give her back this. So it is. I want to point out to you guys here, that thank you so much for this very beautiful prayer. I want to point something out too, that to see how karma comes. Remember I said Candace Owens was Rebecca from the Bible, both the mother of Jacob and Esau. Candace Owens being Rebecca, not colluded with Jacob, but she also persuaded Jacob into the supplanter energy to steal the birthrights from Esau, because she knew she could control Jacob more. So she wanted Jacob to have birthrights, because remember, her soul had been about money, power, and control too. And she would be easily able to control Jacob a bit more than Esau, because remember, Esau is about the mental plane of the mental body. And Esau represents more of the white races. And Jacob, which later became the house of Israel, represent more of the black and melanated races. And they are more about the body. Remember, Esau and Jacob, they're disconnected at the neck. That's why they attacked the Atlas. It was all a ritual for this season. The Atlas is a bone in the neck. That's why I always feel the energy that Charlie was targeted in the back of his neck. That's what I always got. This is Charlie. This is head down. Trump's energy inside of his head. It's Trump who did it. And, allegedly now, girl. Because, spirit don't lie. And then this is the X, the version of the cross, the brotherhood, the Masonic order. Who took this? But remember, it was a stage. He's not dead. He's alive. However, he's still in bondage. He's sitting here, just like Candace Owens' back. He's sitting on his bum. Feet are being bonded down. He's still in bondage. Not dead, but not able to have sovereignty over himself. That's what I'm saying. And now we see this come full circle, as Rebecca in that lifetime colluded for Jacob to be the supplanter. Now what happens, guys? Now Candace has the supplanter energy at her will. And remember, I said Charlie was a gateway for her to align with the Esau energy again, because she needed to experience the same thing she gave out in that lifetime, colluding with Jacob to be a supplanter. She now has to experience it to complete both sides of the coin. So now, through the Erika situation and vibration, Erika provides the stiff, dark energy field for her to feel this. And now she learns the karmic lesson. Hence why I said before that Erika was the karmic mirror. Is it all making sense now, guys? Do you see how multidimensional this is? This is big work. This is massive work. This is massive energy. Thank you, Source. This was a massive, even for me to pull this through, this was massive. Some massive energy to pull through. We have literally seen karmic mirror that I've been channeling, but now we can see a real life example. So we take this in our own lives. Sometimes it's not that person maybe doing something to you. Sometimes it's something you need to see about yourself, because it's going to help you clear your karmic residue, clear the soul ties that you have from other lifetimes and past lives, is what I'm saying. And this is a karmic reading here today. But these two souls will learn, and Candace Owens is learning, and Candace Owens will be better because of this. Because in some way, her soul did call this forth so that she could be able to see, so that she could clear, so that she could grow, and so that she could expand. And I, for one, am very, 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 happy for being able to facilitate this knowledge and to bring this message through. And I thank you, Source, because I could not do this work without you. This was a massive one to pull through. And thank you guys for sticking through me. working with me through me bringing the messages to you guys. This was massive energy to pull through. Very, very massive. Also, guys, I want to say, you guys know I am I do past life regression therapy. Guys, sorry, this was my brain. It's over. It's done. It's concluding. It's done. If you want to book your own past life regression quantum healing, where you can literally find out what you were in a past life to heal the karmic residue, guys. I do have that also discounted as well. I'm going to add that link in as well, so you guys will also have that link. That is such a very powerful session. And then we do a body scan for entity removal within that session as well. Thank you guys so very much. And I'm reading Nathaniel's message again. Let me see if I can get it. An outpouring of blessings and protection upon all of us. Yes, a release. Yes, okay, you see, my people. Yes, outpouring of blessings and protection upon all of us. A release of Yahweh's host of angels, and we fight the righteous fight. Speaking in tongues in Yeshua HaMashiach's mighty name. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so very much. No, you're not late. You're not late. You'll get the replay. It's an amazing one, Tammy. It's an amazing one. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Star Round 7. Thank you. You're welcome. We should stand behind Candace. Yes, we should. Yes, we should. Truth should be brought out to the light. And I wish that Candace could see this, because I think that she would be able to release this stuff when she knows. The more you know what's happening on a past life level, the more these energies cannot stop you. Right? But when you don't know, that's how they thrive in secrecy. You know? They're trying to prevent the reunion. Yeah, they're trying to prevent the reunion of the original twins. Ooh, Sophia and Adams, which will bring us back into wholeness, back to oneness. The pre-existent source God. Yes, Sister Gail. Yes. Someone said sound is glitchy. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know, guys. I try my best. Hit the like button, guys, and please subscribe. Help me get to 8,000 subscriptions. My mind is gone. Someone said, we are all indigenous of Earth. Absolutely, we are. And you know what, to your point, that's what I'm saying. Even the Earth within itself is indigenous. So I'm telling you, this Erika energy, it feels like it's going to attack because think about it. Okay, like, we have original codes inside of us, and we have original DNA. And then we have some other stuff like 2nd gen, 3rd gen, and all of that stuff. What I'm saying is like the original. So for instance, if you were to like literally eat food in America, right? Like the seed, the soils, that, all of that. You go to the Caribbean, if you go to, another country, taste a little better, a little bit more natural. That's what I'm saying. So it's like attacking the first generation, the first fruits. Thank you for bringing that up. King. Thank you. I'm getting the first fruits, y'all. She's attacking the first, she will attack the first fruits. And if you guys go to church and you give tithes, the first fruits are literally like, when you first let's say you get your paycheck, right? And then you give from your first fruits, right? And the first fruit is literally, when you give from your first fruit, it multiplies. But if you attack the first fruit, then how is anything going to multiply? It's not. It's just going to be dead. So thank you for bringing that up. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's literally like pluck stuff up from the root. That's why it's so interesting that JD Vance is also in the subplanetary energy as well. And that literally upserts you and replaces himself with you. I'm telling you, these two are one and the same. Erika and him, they are one and the same. They absolutely are. Thank you, Linda. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Sister Carolyn. This is such a powerful platform. Thank you, guys. I'm telling you, Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. You guys are all so welcome. Um, I'm telling you guys, I am pretty amazed at like even my own soul growth. And you guys are my teachers. It's not like we can learn from everyone. You guys push me to show up here, right? And I've learned from every single one of you. I'm like, I've literally just learned so much, in sessions. And it just helps me expand my mind of what is possible. And I didn't know that I would be doing this. I didn't know that I could do this. Just goes to show you that greater things shall we do. Just goes to show you that what Source has really done here is so special that we're able to not only learn, but we're able to see what the karmic mirror is. And it's not to be afraid of, but it's literally thing we did wrong in one lifetime, an infliction we may have caused to people. Then we get an opportunity to see that and experience that. And the same thing happened to us in this lifetime so that we can go through the duality of the point, experiencing both sides of the coin, and then somehow meeting in the middle to transcend that lesson. And this is how you expand throughout the ages. Once you transcend these massive, larger lessons of the soul. And then this is how, like, every time you return, you literally become a crystalline enlightened being, where you are literally, have been purified through and through. And we can only do that when we have soul experiences to do that with, okay? Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And Badger says, intention manifests from the frequency, which it came. Yes, absolutely, guys. Keep your vibrations high. Keep your frequency high. Keep, drink a lot of water. Stay in high vibrations, right? So the thoughts you think, the company you keep, the foods you eat, the water you drink, this will all determine your frequency, because we are to hold the original 144,000 white frequency within, which is just the purification and the original, literally, potency of our 12-strand DNA, right? Which brings us back to us all being originals, right? When we activate that, we are all standing in our most purest form, guys. I love you so very much, guys. That is the end. Subscribe and like and all of that good stuff, guys. And I'm going to take us out of here now. Am I gonna do it? Will I do it? Will I do it? Yes, I'm gonna do it. Bye, guys.